So I could be doing a lot better. I could be 100% and no problems with my eyes, which I'm close to 100%. Close is better than not having any eyesight at all, right? And then, of course, I have my hands. Granted, one of them's a little bit defunct, but gratitude for what I have rather than being frustrated with what I don't. Being able to see rather than not being able to see at all. Being able to think for myself. Being able to process on my own. Being able to share these ideas and so on. These are all big deals. There's so many who don't have these things to be able to share with others. And yet, I learned something just new. Thanks, Snoop Dogg, for this wonderful piece. Because I have a control over my volume, a control over my language, the speech, the different demographics, and it's an instrument of its own. I didn't even think about that until he made a comment on The Voice. And boy, did it really wake me up to realize the beauty and the choices that we all make, paying attention to our inflections, to how we say things, when we say things, what we say, what is our intention, and knowing all of the in and outs. I was watching a show today, and I realized just how important the tongue is, how important your words are. Spoken, non-spoken, inflected, not inflected. It all equals out. Even when you have disability, you have the ability of communication, which is what all I have explained in a nutshell. Communication is so important, especially these days. You can say one thing one minute, say something totally contradictory the next. And the challenge is, do the people who know you best really know the truth? Are you really contradicting yourself? Are you really throwing out challenges? And I was pointed this out even in the last 24 hours. For as much as I contradict, I don't contradict at all. I have a mindset contradiction, though. I contradict myself all the time. In my head. Not necessarily spoken, although it might come out on occasion. But I know my heart felt deepest touch, and that for sure is not an issue. That for sure is a strength, because I do know what makes me happy. I do know what gives me joy. I do know what lights up my life. Whether it does others, that's not important, because the people who are meant to work with me, and I don't mean work with as in anything in particular. I'm talking a connection. You know, those connections, the networks, the collaborations, it's all important. And those who really get me, really understand me, want to connect with me, want to grow with me, want to grow in themselves. That's the beauty of it all. See, one thing that I've definitely learned through these 90 days is that connection is everything. Collaboration is everything. Networking is everything. And if you don't make connections every day, you can be done. And those can be just personal. Those can be internal connections. Putting together two pieces of a puzzle that you've been trying to understand about yourself. Being able to put them together and go, oh, light bulb moment. I understood something about myself today. That's huge. That's growth. Giving gratitude for that growth. And a decision to grow outwardly as well. And I didn't realize just to the extreme about this and how helping others will in turn help me. I'm so in gratitude to my counselor and to my financial coach, Shoshana, who has been a godsend and a blessing, has been recommended highly by my counselor because of her abilities and her talents. Not many come with such high recommendation. And I'm just in such gratitude about all of the things that I have learned. And you know, you can't really get stronger than that, and then getting input from Snoop Dogg. I mean, wow. He's so cool. He really is. He's low-key, down to earth, but he means business at the same time. Very professional. And you know, I remember in my younger years I struggled with him. And now that I'm getting to know him as he's older and wiser, heck, I'm older and wiser myself. And I'm just so much gratitude. And these people that I talk of, I have so much immense gratitude. My network of people, my network of collaborations is just, I'm in complete awe, to be quite honest. I know how to connect with them. I know how open they are. And I know how real they are at the same time. Very similar to myself. Does that mean I'm going to go rush up to their door and say, hey, I need some help right now? No, that's not how I work. I'd like to do things and maybe make it where I share stories in the middle of everything. That's just how I am. And many of them, sharing stories through language, through craft, through arts, entertainment. That's what many of my friends do. Some through financial, some through other means. And I just had to begin to go on the base of the slowing down of my 90-day journey and share how successful it has been as a profitable beginning of a business. I have talked many times about different 21 ways to income. I've talked very heavily about that. I'm also looking at doing some crafting, creating like you would in a theater production, and actually sharing about my theater background. I was always in theater, drama, choir, choral, yeah, just all sorts of stuff. And I think I may just start sharing that part of my ability and encouraging others with their abilities to share on this channel. So if you have a challenge and you have a talent, gift, or ability, I want you to reach out and get in touch, because I'd love for you to jump on a quick video and share what your talent, what your gift is. And I don't care the other stuff involved. What is your talent? What is your gift? Because I want to do that as my next segment. So until next time, I wish you the best. Take care.